Hi, my name's Jen from the Beaver County YMCA. Today we're going to do an ab video, about 15 minutes long from beginning to end. It will be set up in intervals. So I have 3 exercises. Each exercise we're going to do for 30 seconds, and we're going to do those 3 times each. So if you want to get started, the only thing you'll need is a mat or a towel. And we're going to start down on the floor. So go ahead and have a seat on the floor. I'm going to get my timer started. The first exercise that we're going to do, I'll show you the 3 exercises first, would be full sit-ups. So you're just going to roll all the way up, all the way down. A modification would be just a basic crunch. So we're going to do 30 seconds of that. Then we're going to lay all the way down, toes in the air, and we're going to do toe touches for 30 seconds. And then the third move will be twists. So we're going to be on our sits bones here, we're going to twist side to side. So you decide on your speed. The more upright you are, the easier it is. The further back you are, the harder it is. But make sure you have no issues with pain in your back for those. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Starting with those full sit-ups. So rolling all the way up and all the way down. Starting your watch if you have a watch or device that tracks your exercise, rolling all the way up, all the way down. You want to make sure that you are breathing through these moves. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. We're almost to that 30-second mark. Rolling up and take it down. All right, we're going right to those toe touches. Extend those toes up and reach right towards those toes. Again, we're making sure that we're breathing through these movements. We're going to be going to those twists in about 10 seconds. All right, come all the way up, halfway back, and twist side to side. So you want to make sure you're twisting those shoulders, not just your elbows side to side. So don't worry about having those elbows touch the floor. I'd rather you really focus on twisting those shoulders. So this will be completing round 1. We just have all these same moves 2 more times. Twisting side to side. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, take it all the way down. Roll it all the way up. Rolling it up and down. Again, if you struggle with sitting all the way up, you can just keep it at a basic crunch. Roll it up, roll it down, you're halfway there. Four more seconds, and then we're going back to those toe touches for round 2. Take it all the way down, extend those feet up, and reach. Again, keeping that breath moving. Exhale on the way up. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to that twist. All right, here we go. Roll it up, and let's twist side to side. Halfway there, 15 more seconds, and then we have 1 more round for this interval. 8 seconds. 3, 2, take it all the way down. Full sit up. Roll it all the way up and down. Anytime you need a drink of water, make sure you stop and hydrate. All right, we're going to those toe touches now. Reach it up towards your toes. If this starts to hurt your hip flexors to keep your legs in the air, you can bend and do a tabletop crunch as well. Or you can even just rest those feet flat on the floor Halfway there. Hang in there, 8 more seconds. And then we have our final 30 seconds of those twists. All right, let's roll it up. Halfway back. Just those shoulders side to side. Halfway. Nice work, hang in there, 8 seconds. All right, rest. Grab water if you need it. 3 new exercises. The first one's gonna be a side plank hip lift. So I'm gonna stack my feet, coming up on that elbow, right underneath that shoulder here. We're gonna lift up and down, 30 seconds on one side. Modification would be to bend that bottom leg, lift up on that knee, and you can lift up and down here, or you can just hold that side plank, up to you. So we'll do a side plank hip lift to a bicycle. So we're just gonna twist, leading with our shoulder, side to side, and then we'll go to the other side for that hip lift. Okay, so that's your 3 moves. Getting ready on the side plank hip lift. Timer. And let's lift and lower. Remember that modification is here. Bending that bottom knee and lifting and lowering from here. Or you can just basically hold that side plank. It's up to you. Halfway there, lift and lower. 10 more seconds. All right, we're gonna flip it over to your back now. And we're gonna do that bicycle. So the longer you extend those legs out, the harder. So if you wanna take those legs a little higher up, you can. Or you can just twist without extending those legs. Or with the feet flat, especially if you have any issues with your hip flexors. 10 more seconds. And we're going to the other side. So on those feet stacked, we're again bend that bottom knee and lift and lower. You can even extend that arm up. We have 15 seconds left before we start round 2. 10 seconds. And going right to the other side. To those hip lifts. Modify how you need to. Remember, we're here 30 seconds each. Drop to that knee. If this gets too difficult, 10 more seconds before we go to that bicycle. And flip it to your back. And bicycle here. Halfway. All right, flip to the other side. And we are going to those side plank hip lifts. Remember to be breathing. Don't hold your breath. You have 10 seconds left. Three, 2, and back to the other side. All right, this is round 3. Lift and lower. Last round. Seconds. All right, take it to your back and go back to your bicycle. And you just determine the speed that you're working at and how low those legs go. Be mindful not to be pulling on your neck. You should be leading with that shoulder, just those fingertips are touching the back of your head. All right, back to the other side plank. Last 30 seconds this interval. Good job, we're down to 10 seconds. Three, two, and one. All right, our final set will be 3 new moves. So we're gonna start with a plank. Lots of ways you can do your plank. You can be on your hands here. We're gonna be doing a pike with this plank. So that means we're gonna be lifting up and then coming flat. Important not to dip down below the straight line, and you wanna come down just flat. Top of your head to your tailbone should be a straight line. So we're gonna do a plank to a pike on your hands. I prefer your elbows up and come here. Also can do these on your knees. You can sit back and then come forward into that plank. All right, the next we'll just drop straight down, back extensions. So we're lifting and lowering. Upper body and lower body, squeezing that lower back together. Then we'll flip over, extend those legs up to the ceiling, and we will be dropping them down, lifting them up. Modifications for this. I always put my hands under my tailbone so that I keep my back nice and flat against the mat. You can bend those knees. Dip your toes in the water and up, or you can take those legs straight. I like to flex my feet down and then point as I lift. Important, you want to stop before you get past hip level so that you keep all that resistance on your core. So leg drops down and up. All right, so we're ready for the first move, which is that plank to a pike. This is our final set. So we'll have 3 sets, 3 rounds of this, and we'll get started right now. So plank to pike. Again, you can be on your hands, you can be on your knees, or you can be on your elbows. Up to you. So your eyes should be looking right past those fingertips, not tucked down looking at your toes, and they're not going anywhere. You want to just keep those eyes nice and straight so that there's a straight line from the top of your head to your tailbone. Almost there. And now lay flat, lift and lower for that back extension, up and down. So if this is too much to do both your upper and your lower body, you can anchor those toes and lift here, or you can just lift the lower body. It's up to you. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze that lower back. All right, flip it over. Last move, leg drops. Inhale down, exhale up. Again, really think about pressing that back firmly against the floor of the mat. You don't want there to be an arch in your back. Almost there, going back to that plank to pike, and flip it over. So here we're nice and flat, lift and lower, or you can just hold that plank. Your workout, you decide what your modifications need to be today. Just want you to make sure you're really thinking about breathing through these exercises. All right, drop it down, lift and lower. 5 more seconds, and we'll head back to those leg drops. 3, 2, and flip it over. Dropping those legs. Remember, you can bend those knees. Do those leg drops with those knees bent. The shorter the lever, the easier it is. The longer the lever, the more challenging. Most important thing though is to protect that lower back. Really pressing that back against the floor. Inhale down, exhale up. And we're ready for round 3. Flip it over. Last minute and a half here. Plank to pike. Seconds. And go ahead and lay flat. Lift and lower for that back extension. We have a minute of work left. Seconds, and then we have a final 30 seconds of leg drops here. Flip it over. Make sure you have that back flat, and let's finish this up. Inhale down, exhale up. Home stretch, 8 seconds left. And that's it. Hug those knees into your chest. Release that lower back. Now extend those arms one way, toes the opposite, and just reach. Let's big deep breaths in and out. And then let's flip it over. Take those hands right underneath those shoulders, turn those toes out to the side, and just lift up towards the ceiling where you feel comfortable, stretching out that core. And then let's sit it back into a child's pose. Hold it. And release it. Thank you so much for watching. That was a good 15 minutes of abs.